Hello, goats. What's going on? What are you guys up to? Yeah? How's everything going here? What are you running off for? What? What is wrong with you? Seriously. You guys are mental. What? How you guys doing in here? Huh? I see you're going after the spruce trees. Yeah. Hello. Well, goats. So, I ended up going away for work for a little bit, and I had to go down to the lower mainland to fly out to Chile. And I took my less than enjoyable commuting vehicle, the Dodge. So, oh, quiet you. The Dodge is not a very nice truck to be driving, especially in hot weather, because it has no air conditioning. It has the engine runs a bit hot. It has no insulation from in the cab from any of that, so it's a really hot drive. It's the transmission is like the entire thing is just loud, and yeah, it's a fairly tiring drive. But anyways, so I'm back, and the reason why I took the Dodge is because I was going to pick up a bunch of supplies. Some of it I intended to, some of it I just found a really good deal on, and I didn't intend to. So one of those things is actually over here. So I picked up this chipper shredder for the tractor. And the reason why I picked up this particular one is because it will actually do 5-inch side. Oh, hold on. I'm getting attacked by thistle here. It'll actually do 5-inch branches. So, which I'm going to test out maybe today. I've got a lot of shrubs and smaller trees that I got to clear, and I don't want to burn all of it, but actually chipping it up is really good because I can use it for walkways to get rid of the mud. I can use it for planters that I'm going to be building and putting it underneath, or even for the winter to cover the soil so that it doesn't freeze and everything, you know, and acts kind of like a cover crop. So I'll be doing all that. But the other thing I picked up was a bunch of racking for the shop, and one of my really good friends got me a bunch of C-channel that was left over from another job and some piping, which I'm going to be using for building my workbench. Which the top 4 is actually over here. So it's a large 4-foot by 8-foot, almost perfectly flat piece of 1/2-inch steel that was supposed to be used as road plate but never was, and it's got these nice little cutouts in the middle which will help for if I got to clamp things to it when I am fabricating. So that will be the top that I'm gonna clean off all the rust off of. And then, so after driving a very long day back from the lower mainland fully loaded, I unloaded all this, and then I headed up to Quesnel, or north of Quesnel, which is about 4 hours drive from me, to load up another tool that I found that I've been meaning to get for a long time, and it will enable me to develop a side business out of the shop, and that is that. Which you're asking yourself, well, what is that? This, along with everything that's in there, is a CNC plasma table. So I already have a plasma cutter. It's a handheld unit, but this is a computer controller with all the gantry and everything that will allow me to put that handheld plasma cutter on this table, and then I can cut up to a 4 by 8-foot sheet of steel. So that means that I can buy full-size sheets and fabricate anything I want. Of course, this thing is pretty big, so I'm not going to be able to put it in the shop because it's going to take up most of the shop, or at least a good deal of it. So I'm going to have to devise some kind of a stand, something similar that I did for the sheet metal bender. In the shop, I've got the sheet metal brake, which I built on a hinge right there with a pop-out foot and a hand winch. So to use this, all I got to do is just winch it down, and it comes down, and I can use it. And when I don't need it, because it's not something that I need on a regular basis, then it's out of the way and not taking up any space. So the plan is to do the same thing with the CNC plasma table, and I would actually put it up on this wall here, and then it will come down right in front so that I can load the material in off the through the garage door. So that is my goal. I'm going to try to get to that, definitely before winter. Well, hello there. So I decided to take a break from working in the shop and do a little side project. Good buddy of mine, for I think it was Christmas, gave me his little electric trolling motor, and I've had this boat for a while. It's not great. It does leak a bit, but every now and then I'll take it out and cast the line in the lake. And usually I'd use the oars, but I figured why not? Let's have the little trolling motor for the fun of it. And the lake is not too big, and I want it to be nice and quiet, so I didn't want to have anything making noise on it. But I also didn't want to haul around a big battery, because that's just annoying. So after a little bit of creative looking around, I decided to come up with a different solution. So I bought an adapter with a converter that takes the Milwaukee batteries, which I use all the time for all my tools, and changes it over to 12 volts. So now I've got an electric trolling motor that runs on M18 batteries, which personally I think is awesome. What do you guys think? Well, Hector is very impressed with his new post at the head of the helm. Misky doesn't seem to be caring either way. She's just happy to be along for the ride. Right, Misky? All right. All right. Well, we got a storm that just passed me by on the south, and there's another one that's coming in over there. So I figured I would take this moment to go for a little stroll on the lake and check out my new addition, and I am very happy with this. So there you go. If you have one of these and you have some M18 batteries or other whatever, DeWalt or whoever, this is a neat little conversion, and it is so much nicer than hauling around a big battery. Sit. Really happy with this. Great little addition to the lake. Plus, it's nice to be able to actually stand up and look at everything. Well, I've got a storm rolling in, so I decided to upgrade to... What's going on, Hector? Upgrade to the number 4 setting on the speed, which does eat up a little bit more battery, but we're still doing good. So I just, since this was a test run, I just grabbed a couple of batteries. One of them is the 8 amp hour, and the other one is the 12 amp hour. They're both doing really well, and because this system will draw the battery till it's dead, you have to monitor the level of the battery. So, by using the little feature on there. So periodically I just check that to make sure that the battery is not getting drained. So we're doing good. Basically, I ended up drilling a couple holes in the bracket and mounting everything to it, just so that it is all nice and compact. Let's see how well. That one is down to 1 bar. Okay. So yeah, I just added everything onto that, and it's nice. It's compact. I do like this setup. You just gotta monitor the battery and make sure that it does not end up draining completely. But other than that, it works awesome. Storm is rolling in, so I am getting off the lake. Misky. What's going on, dogs?